Hi, and good evening, everyone. My name is Albert, and this is Vlogs About Nothing. Thank you very much for taking the time out of your very busy midnight to join me. I really do appreciate it. I find something incredibly joyous about making vlogs in the middle of the night. And, as a result of that, because of that, I kind of want to talk about, I want to shout out to all the graveyard workers, you feel me? Like, all of them, ranging from good old Uncle Sam's henchmen down on every military base on the surface of this planet. You feel me? Working around the clock to ensure that we are just as safe and as free as possible. You know what I mean? And and also like the very I mean, who works? Who's working right now? You feel me? Besides the government, you know what I mean? It's sort of like maybe a handful of people. Maybe a handful of people, they be working at 7-Eleven, you know what I mean? Some other local 24-hour spot where either they have the privilege of being under some like 6-inch, bulletproof plexiglass. Have you ever tried to get something from the gas station at like 2 o'clock in the morning? I can imagine it's very much similar to like how P Diddy has to get shit. You feel me? Like it's a whole process, and you gotta hope that the guy behind the counter working, is willing to try and fit through a thirst quencher, or try to like take time out of his busy night to personal shop for your ass. Again, if you don't know about these problems, that's fine. It's probably because you go to sleep at a normal time. You got a 9 to 5. Maybe you got a family. Maybe you got a white house with a picket fence. Maybe you're a homeowner. Maybe you pay rent to somebody that owns the property that you're paying off, and the people that own that property you're paying off are like Blackstone, or perhaps maybe even more likely you're paying rent to somebody that owns the home that inevitably Blackstone owns. You feel me? I'm just saying, right? That there are a lot of different things going on in the middle of the night, and they're all very interesting, and here in America, literally, we're deprived of the nightlife. You feel me? So like only rich people are allowed like good nightlives. Like you got a vacation for that. Like you want to go to the club, then like I'll see you in San Tropez. And it's sort of like, or Las Vegas, I guess, or Atlantic City. But there's not a lot of nightlife here. And if you're a graveyard worker, you know what I'm talking about, right? In most states, for example, a good thing about being a graveyard worker, in the traditional blue collar shift sense, is that there's like an additional pay. You feel me? And if not, then you're totally getting screwed, because like I used to work graveyard, and I did not know this, right? It's like one of those things. My roommate and I were having a conversation, and he made a brilliant point. Often the government, like 98% of the time, even though there's all of these really cool programs and perks of being a United States citizen and being employed and so forth, you can bet your ass that your employer is not going to be the one to tell you that you're going to be making $4 an hour extra in addition to your normal pay, because you got to deal with the rambunctious late crowd. You feel me? And shout out to my cat, who is making an appearance now, and for all intents and purposes, I'm just saying now, like, if he knocks a bunch of shit over, we're gonna just keep rolling, okay? So, in case there's like a large, big crash or something, I'm just gonna push through this, alright? Because Jackie Chan, I don't want to record this video again. Anyways, alright, so that out of the way, again, shout out to all the graveyard workers, you feel me? And again, it's sort of like, I am on the side of the people, you feel me? So, no, even when I'm being sarcastic and I'm mentioning the idea that there are a surplus of individuals working around the clock to make sure that we're safe, there's some truth to that. There's a ton of truth. There's just all truth to that, but with a little sarcasm, and it's never hinted, or it's never aimed directly at these people, right? Because I cherish and I value all of the different services that the armed forces provide, you feel me? But at the end of the day, they're cashing the same check that comes from the same account that is run by the same fascists, you feel me? So like, I mean, who cares? Who cares about Albert's sarcastic view in life, and the idea that, again, like, I think it's cool. Again, maybe you've gotten some other type of feeling throughout this duration of this video, but shout out to all the graveyard workers again, because if you know, you know, and if you don't, you don't. You feel me? Like, if you've never worked graveyard, you don't know what I'm talking about. You can speculate, you can think to yourself, you can fantasize, you know, but there's something really special. There's something really cool, socially speaking, about working graveyard shifts, especially in the wage earning sector, you know, in the land of the free or whatever. It's like, you ever play GTA? You know, I mean, yeah. So I did graveyard myself, probably for about 6 months, and in that 6 months, working as a drive-through representative of a, you know, franchise national food chain or whatever in the middle of the night, I got to meet a lot of interesting people, you know, and not to mention that, you know, my coworkers, it's a unique person that works, that begins their shift at 11 o'clock at night. And, you know, part of the reason that I've been up and that I've been wanting to do vlogs later on and so forth is because next week there's a couple of days that I'll be working, and you know, so just to kind of give you an example, we'll start our days, from what I'm being told right now, at 1 o'clock, and we're expected to need to stay where we're at, shooting the things that we're shooting for the, you know, studio stuff that we're doing, and you know, up until 5 o'clock the next morning. So I mean, you know, 16-hour shifts are no joke. And you know, to all my coworkers out there who aren't going to make it on the second day, you know, I feel for you, but maybe if you didn't have a life and completely dedicated yourself to the art, you know, maybe you wouldn't be so tired come Tuesday night. All I know is that I am going to be dead ass tired. I think I told my roommate on Thursday, so that'll be interesting. And we still have 3 more minutes to stay in character, and right on cue, there goes my cat, causing all of the trouble in the world that I know he's going to cause while I'm making this video. Just shout out to the cats, right, who like are super smart, you feel me, and the moment that you are doing something else, they know it, and they sort of just like they play on that, you feel me, and like it's this whole thing. I know it's a sidebar and you may not know what I'm talking about, but that's okay. How many times do you actually know what I'm talking about? It's so fitting. But yeah, so you know, graveyard people, graveyard shifts, graveyard life, nightlife, you know, whatever it is, I just like it when people are awake, when everyone else is sleeping, you feel me? Because like, who in their right mind, like the people that sleep, you know, at night are like very privileged, you know. These are the day people, you feel me? They got their schedules on lock, you know, dinner at 5, in bed at 8, watching the news at 10. I know these things because I come from a background of which where all of my family, you know, is pretty blue collar and pretty working class. And so that being said, you know, there wasn't a huge need for the kinds of services that like my grandfather had provided to the community at midnight, you know. I mean, after all, the guy wasn't a plumber. And I say that because, would you believe how much it would cost you to call out a plumber, you know, at 3 o'clock in the morning? Because those guys are on the clock too, you feel me? It's just they're the only guys that are actually getting paid what they need to get paid to be on the clock at 3 o'clock in the morning so that they can go service your overflowing toilet, you feel me? We're talking like $1,000 base cost, you feel me? Like, that's money, you know? So I kind of wish my grandpa had gotten into the plumbing business, because then maybe I wouldn't be here, you know, doing this, I guess. Maybe I guess I'd be a plumber. I mean, I don't know, but I'm assuming I'd have a lot more money and a career and that 9 to 5, and I guess I wouldn't have any reason to be making this video. So that all comes full circle. I wouldn't be anywhere else. This is where I want to be, you feel me? So no, it's cool. I come from a contracting, painting background, and I'm happy that my grandpa was not a plumber. Alright, so hey guys, thank you very much for watching my videos. I really appreciate it. You know, I have been doing this a long time now. and it's something I really enjoy doing. And thank you to all the new people that have come onto the channel, and all the people that are watching the old videos and stuff. And it comes in truckloads, you feel me? Like, my lazy ass try to be doing nothing all day, you feel me? And then, like, I'll go on my account and I'll make a video or whatever, and I see that there are like a couple hundred people that have watched videos, throughout the day or whatever, and I'm just sort of like, that's good stuff, it's good stuff. That's why I like making videos. So I appreciate you guys watching these videos, no matter what time of day it is, or no matter what you're doing, or no matter if it is actually this ugly face that you're watching, or it's just the prepubescent sounding little girl voice that is in fact not the voice of a prepubescent young girl, but in fact a 38-year-old Hispanic man. And so, hey, you think I'm joking here, right? But like, basically every time I'm on the phone with somebody, I have to remind them politely that I'm a man. You feel me? Like, I know it looks like I'm 10 years old, it sounds like I'm an 11-year-old girl, but I mean, look at this face. You feel me? I mean, when I look like this, you can't deny that I straight up look like a Temu Wolverine, and that I'm clearly old. You feel me? So it's just sort of like, I don't know. It's one of those things. But if you think I'm kidding, I'm definitely not. And if you've ever talked to me on the phone, you know that in fact I do. I sound like that. And there's nothing I can do about it, okay? So just so much as I want this like crazy manly baritone voice, can you guys imagine? Hi, my name is Albert, and I'm here to talk to you guys, I mean, I get it. There's, when I did that just now, I thought I sounded sexy, you feel me? So, like, think about that. My mind is pretty split on making those decisions, but maybe that's why I don't want to talk in a deep voice, you feel me? Because I don't want to get, I don't want to get everybody going, you know what I mean? Like, get your motors going, and then it's just back to the same old, little girl sounding voice from the middle-aged man kind of a thing. But I'll keep that in mind. Can you imagine like changing the tone of your voice, the pitch of your voice, going completely baritone, you feel me? And then like also having like an accent, you know what I mean? Like just totally switching it up, just like talking nonsense, you feel me? Like there's this a viral video of Joe Rogan being interviewed at a UFC fight, and he's totally getting trolled, right, by like a pretty big YouTuber, and it's freaking hilarious, right? Because like he's just talking a bunch of gibberish, and this entire time Joe Rogan is like, huh, I don't understand what you're saying. Oh, can you repeat that? And the dude is just trolling his ass like MF, and it is really funny. So if you've never seen that, I encourage you look for it, because it is funny. Joe Rogan is not the sharpest tool in the tool shed, I tell you what. But who cares? I mean, who's talking shit here? The guy is like a millionaire, throws down gambling bets the size of years of our rent, you know what I mean? All in one 5-minute sitting. So like, who's winning here? I don't know. Most people would say Joe Rogan. So again, who am I? It's been fun. This video has been fun. All my videos are fun. This is a fun thing that I like to do. You think I'd do something that I didn't like to do? I most likely wouldn't, unless like I absolutely have to, you feel me? But this is not one of those things. I absolutely thoroughly enjoy this, and it's always an adventure. Like right now, my cat Jackie Chan, love this little guy, love him to death. He's an awesome little guy, you feel me? But he's at an age right now where like similar to a toddler, you feel me? Like it don't matter what you say or what is going on, it's just sort of like in one ear and out the other, and it's just all right, you feel me? I'm a cat guy, so I don't know. We all learn new things about ourselves every single day, and that's all. Hope that you guys have a really good night. Thank you for watching my show. That's all that I have for you. I'm really just losing the ability to speak right now coherently. It happens. I haven't been singing at all today, and my sinuses are all messed up. Have a wonderful evening, everyone. Thank you for watching my show. If you're not already a subscriber, smash the subscribe button, hit the like, hit the thumbs up, hit the thumbs down. It really doesn't matter at all. I just appreciate you being here and allowing me the opportunity to be a part of your life, you know? That's what this is about. So have a really good night, and we'll talk to y'all soon, all right? Bye.